when we hear the word psychic, it can have a negative connotation associated with it. It can remind us of a fortune teller or maybe of someone who speaks to the dead. It can leave us somewhat skeptical. Maria Montessori used the word psychic in somewhat of a different context, referring to the psyche or one's mind and soul and the development of one's personality. This development lies outside the concrete and observable development of one's body. We can see our child's physical development every day. That's easy to see. We know that we need to feed our children healthy foods in order for them to grow, but their abstract development isn't as easy to observe or to assess. Maria Montessori used the term spiritual embryo to describe a newborn when the psychic characters are awakening. The first few years of life are a time of mental creation. A child uses his keen senses every day to learn about the world around him. We watch toddlers who put things in their mouth. We see them touching everything. This is how they're developing their character and their personality through their keen senses. These years are critical, but sometimes as parents, we don't always put much weight on the early years of education. We actually worry sometimes more about where our child's going to attend high school or where they're going to go to college. I quote Maria Montessori from The Absorbent Mind. There are many who hold, as I do, that the most important period of life is not the age of university studies, but the first one, the period from birth to the age of 6. For that is the time when man's intelligence itself, his greatest implement, is being formed. But not only is intelligence the full totality of his psychic powers. Montessori teachers are trained to be careful, very careful observers. We understand the importance of the early education. From birth to adulthood, Dr. Maria Montessori identified what she calls the planes of development. Through careful study and observation, she discovered that human beings progress through a series of planes or stages, each of which exhibit a particular pattern of growth. Each plane of development is an important step in a child's journey. It's the job of teachers and parents to nurture that path. So I thought it would be fun over the next few months to spread the wealth of the Montessori moment. And I thought that each level coordinator can share the characteristics for the planes of development for their level. So they can point out the highlights of the things that they see at their level. So we'll start from toddler. So next month will be Jenny. She will start with the toddlers and she'll highlight the characteristics of the planes of development at that level. And then we'll go all the way through and we'll end actually with Chris Zacharitz, and she's going to talk about the planes of development into adulthood. So we're going to go all the way from toddler through adulthood. So so stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Awesome. That sounds